guys of United Rock Nation. I'm with Andrew of Buffalo Summer.
Nice to meet you.
So here we are in the Gibson, I think, not the factory, but the Gibson showroom.
Yeah, that's right.
So, what do you think? Maybe can you express your feelings to be here in Paris?
It's an absolute privilege to be here today and to speak with yourself and like-minded people. We love Paris. We played here, I think, 3 times before at the Nouveau Casino and La Flèche d'Or. Now I'm pronouncing that right. Yeah, so we're really glad to be here and talking about the new album.
Yeah, so you know we don't know each other, so maybe we can do just a quick presentation of your band.
Of course, yeah.
And how the band was created.
Okay, the band was officially formed in 2010, but myself and Johnny, the guitar player, we were in college together, like high school, and we were both really big fans of the Black Crowes, band from the early 90s, and we discovered soon that we were both sort of big fans of like 70s bluesy classic rock, so we started writing some songs together just for fun, and basically we came up with like seven or 8 songs, and we thought we'd make it into a proper band, and here we are 5-6 years later.
Sure, yeah. You have yet played as spot band for artists like Walking Paper, Ugly Kid Joe, Buck Cherry and Skid Row, and also played in festival. Did you expect such such a fast advancement?
In a nutshell, no, probably. I mean, once we recorded the first album, we always sort of had our mind set on just basically putting in the hard work. But to get the chance to play with a lot of the bands, that I grew up listening to, and having, like posters of these guys on your wall when you're a kid, and then you're sharing a stage with them and just like sitting somewhere like this and just chatting to them and hearing all those crazy stories. It wasn't something that I was ever sure. I was never sure that it was going to come true. But a lot of guys, we've been quite lucky.
I think so.
Yeah.
if I was at your place, maybe I should be like proud of maybe the artists with who you play, like they recognize your music and then they want to play with you.
Yeah, it is sometimes I still think to myself that it's quite a strange, bizarre situation that those guys have even heard of the band, let alone anything else. So, yeah.
Yeah, sure. So now you sign with a record deal with UDR.
Yeah.
So Motorhead and Saxon Record Company.
Yeah.
It's quite a prestige.
Yeah. It's a really cool.
Tell us, how did it go? Did it happen?
Well, we made our second album. We'd done everything ourselves at the time without any management, label, any backing, that kind of thing. And when it was made, we spoke to a few different labels, and when we had been on tour previously in Germany, from 2012 onwards, a couple of times we met up with the guys from UDR, and we kept in touch with them, and when it came to choosing a label for the record, we felt most comfortable around those guys, and they really were the label that showed that they wanted us the most. They believed in what we were doing, and they believed in the song, so we thought that they were definitely the right people for us, and so far they've been really cool.
I think so. It could be, yeah. Because I just can't. I don't know. Maybe how do you meet those the producers, the recorders?
Barrett Martin was the guy that produced the record. He again, that was another one of those situations which was kind of strange. I had like poster of that guy, he was in a band called Screaming Trees in the early 90s, a grunge band from Seattle, and He was in a grunge supergroup called Mad Season with Lane Staley from Alice in Chains, Mike McCready from Pearl Jam, and I actually had that album sleeve on my wall as a kid. And yeah, like we toured with Walking Papers. He was the drummer in that band, and at the end of we toured with him 3 times. At the end of the last one, he basically said, "Would you like to make an album?" And we were like, "Absolutely." So
Yes.
so we made an album with Barrett, and like he brought so much musical knowledge and wisdom to the table, and just gave us the sort of encouragement and belief really to just go out there and just try and make some really good music, and hopefully we get a chance to work with him again maybe on the next record, because it was a collaboration that worked really well between us and Barrett.
Yeah, so it brings you a lot of your...
Oh yeah, I mean the guy's got so much musical knowledge. He's a drummer himself. He's travelled all over the world playing music, and he is like a genuine, a real musician who, he does it for the love of music and not for fame and money, that kind of thing. So it's really good and refreshing to work with someone, especially if you think how long he's been involved in the music industry, like probably talking about 30 years, 25, 30 years,
Yeah.
and he's still got that that sort of feeling and ambition and drive to still make great records himself. So it's really great to work with him. Yeah.
It's like for you, God, because you speak with me, I think like this man could be God for you.
Yeah, I have got a lot of, we've all got a lot of respect for Barrett, and his willingness as well to, he came to our country, he came to Wales to record as well, he used up his own time, and to have someone like that who believes in what you're doing is a big deal, to us. Yeah, so hopefully there'll be more collaborations with him in the future.
I think so. Yeah. So can you tell us about the songwriting? Who brings the main ideas of the songwriting? And maybe you can, with all of you bring someone brings the riff parts, someone the drum parts.
That's exactly it. That's exactly what we do. Yeah, we just get in a room, rehearsal space, which is in a place called the Duke in Neath, where we're from. Johnny often comes in with guitar riffs, and generally we build the songs up from there. So nobody ever really comes in with a full song and says, this is how it's going to be. It's always a really organic and natural process in terms of songwriting. I think that's, as a band, I think that's how we work best. We sort of feed off each other's ideas. But yeah, everybody definitely brings something to the table. Yeah, there's a lot of musicality in the band. Darren, the bass player, he's actually originally a guitar player, and he's got a really good musical theory knowledge. So between everyone, and my brother who's the drummer as well, the 4 parts make up like a great whole.
Yeah, I see it. Clearly, I see it. So we're here to talk about the new album, which we released.
May the 20th.
The 20th.
Yeah, so it's not far away. It's like a month.
I don't know if you can say it, but yeah.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, May the 20th.
The 20th now.
Tell everyone. Yeah.
So when we heard about the new album, we have chosen 3 songs. The first one is Heartbreaking Through Shaking.
Yeah, cool. Okay.
So it's, for us it sounds like 70s music, like as you say just before. Can you tell us about the feelings of the music, and then how do you create this music?
That song is quite an interesting story, because apart from that song, the whole album was already written before we went into the studio. But that actual song was written during the recording process. Johnny just came up with a riff. I was actually, there was like a log cabin at the side of the studio. I was in there sort of working on lyrics and just sort of fine-tuning the final pieces before doing my vocal takes. And I came into the studio and the guys were just jamming that riff in the studio, and they're like, oh, we think we've got something. And within probably a space of like a couple of hours, the whole song was written and it ended up on the album, and it's probably one of the stronger tracks. So normally we do spend a lot of time sort of pre-producing tracks ourselves and making home demos and refining the songs, but that one was one which was very natural and just came out of nowhere.
So from nowhere you just bring one song.
that one just like yeah, there it is.
And then into your head.
Yeah.
For us it's a powerful song.
Yeah, okay.
Maybe for you.
Yeah, it is definitely, it's probably the most rockiest sort of in-your-face song that we've ever done.
I think so, yeah. So maybe the same question, how is that one like that?
That one did actually come together quite quickly, but again Johnny had the initial riff which kind of reminded us of like an early Aerosmith riff. It was that kind of vibe, and yeah, once we had that riff, we kind of built the rest of the song around that. And the chorus kind of reminded me a bit, the chord sequence was kind of reminiscent of Pearl Jam, maybe something along those lines. But as you say, it definitely is one of the more direct and straight ahead rock tracks, probably one of the sort of tracks that carries a bit more attitude than some of the other songs. So yeah, again, that one was a song that came together pretty quickly, actually, for us. So.
Like for you could be the song when you're on stage.
Yeah.
Like, you just put this song just before to make some noise.
Oh yeah. Well, we very often we open the set now with that song, so it's a good way to sort of. You know, if you're gonna come on stage and maybe you're doing a support slot and you've got 30 minutes and you want to make an impact from the word go, that's one of the ones we just plug in and play and straight into it. Yeah.
And Priscilla.
Oh yeah.
Sounds more like a grunge.
Okay. Yeah.
For us, that's the feeling that we have when we hear your album.
Yeah.
So, is it for you like something you just came like this, or you just think about writing a music about a woman?
It is about a woman.
But a woman that you meet, or someone of your band that...
Yeah, there's yeah, the song, again, we had the music first before sort of any lyrics, and we've actually got a song on the first record which is got the woman's name Mary in the title, and this kind of started as a joke. We were just in the local pub, and it was either me or Darren, the bass player, suggested maybe every album we should do should have a woman's name in one of the song titles, just as a bit of fun. And there was like an old sort of photograph or like a painting from the 1800s on the wall, and the title was Priscilla, and it had a couple of words written underneath, modest, simple and sweet, and that basically became the chorus. And then we kind of wrote the story of an innocent but like a troubled young woman around it. So generally that's not always the kind of way or the subject matter that I write about, but sometimes you write a certain song and because of the feel of the song, which is maybe more sort of uplifting or a bit more bright or summery, then that kind of lyrical concept works for that song. So that's how we ended up with that song. Yeah,
I see it clear.
Yeah.
True. Now you explain us the choices for what you've done with this album.
Yeah.
And then we haven't any tour planned at the moment. Maybe we want you to be in France.
Oh, we will be.
Oh, in Paris.
Sure, yeah.
Maybe you want to say.
Yeah, the dates are actually being worked on at the moment. So the album's out on 20th of May. And yeah, that tour is being planned. So hopefully, well, I'm pretty sure that Paris will be on the agenda, because the vast majority of the tours that we've done, especially when we come to Europe, Paris is normally always the either the first stop into Europe, or it's normally the last stop before we go back to the UK. So we really enjoy playing in Paris, and we always seem to get a good reception, and I think a lot of people here generally do really enjoy rock music, and it's a cool place to play, so we'll be back for sure.
I know a few places where rocks is good.
Well, yeah, you can give me the names of the places and we'll play.
Sure, yeah. By mail.
Yeah, please do, yeah. It's
Sure.
always good to know.
So thank you, Andrew.
No, thank you. Merci beaucoup.
De rien. Thank you, guys of United Rock Nations. I hope this interview enjoyed you, and may you want to hear the new album
Please
of
do.
Buffalo Summer.
Buffalo Summer, yeah. This is Andrew from Buffalo Summer, and you are watching United Rock Nations.